I uncovered an ancient spellbook, my friends. One fateful day, as I was exploring the darkest corners of an old, abandoned mansion, I stumbled upon a hidden chamber. The room was filled with dust and cobwebs, and in the center, there it was, the spellbook. Its leather binding was worn and faded, but the intricate symbols etched into its cover still retained an eerie glow. Little did I know that this discovery would change my life forever. As I cautiously opened the spellbook, a musty scent filled the air, and I could almost hear the whispers of forgotten incantations. The pages were yellowed and fragile, as if they held ancient secrets desperate to be released. I found myself drawn to the book, unable to resist the temptation of unlocking its mysteries. With trembling hands, I began to read the incantations aloud. The words flowed from my lips, invoking energies beyond my comprehension. At first, nothing seemed to happen. A part of me felt relieved, thinking that perhaps this was just an old book filled with mere superstitions. But then, a chilling breeze swept through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging me into darkness. Suddenly, a voice echoed in the black void, whispering my name. It was a voice that sent shivers down my spine, a voice that seemed to come from the depths of the netherworld. I tried to scream, but my voice was stolen from me. I was paralyzed with fear as the voice continued to speak. "You have awakened us, mortal," the voice hissed. "We have been trapped in the shadows for centuries, and now, we shall have our revenge." I tried to comprehend the magnitude of what I had done, but it was too late. The spirits of the dead had been unleashed, and they hungered for the living. I could hear their tormented wails, their anguished cries echoing through the mansion. They emerged from every corner, their ethereal forms manifesting in the dim light. Unable to escape, I sought refuge in the very room where I had found the spellbook. But the spirits were relentless, pounding on the door with a force that threatened to break it down. I could feel their icy breath on the back of my neck, their spectral fingers grazing my skin. Desperate for a way to reverse the incantations, I turned to the pages of the spellbook. With trembling hands, I tried to find a counterspell, but the pages seemed to shift and change before my eyes, mocking my futile attempts. The voices of the dead grew louder, their anger and despair consuming the air. They whispered dreadful secrets and haunting laments, their words resonating with the weight of countless lost souls. Every night, as I lay in bed, I could hear their mournful cries, their spectral footsteps echoing through the hallways. Sleep became a luxury I could no longer afford. Every time I closed my eyes, nightmare visions plagued my mind. The spirits tormented me, their twisted faces etched into my dreams. I became a mere puppet in their spectral play, their whispers guiding my every waking moment. Days turned into weeks, and I felt my sanity slipping away. The relentless presence of the spirits wore me down, their ceaseless torment eroding my will to escape. I became a prisoner in my own home, haunted by the very darkness I had unleashed. One night, as I sat in the dim light of my study, I made a decision. I would confront the spirits head-on, face the very horrors I had unleashed. With the spellbook clutched tightly in my hands, I ventured into the heart of the mansion, where their presence was strongest. The air grew thick with their malevolence as I entered the room. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering their sinister secrets. And there, standing amidst the darkness, were the spirits. Their eyes glowed with a wicked hunger, their ethereal forms shifting and morphing before me. With a trembling voice, I spoke the spell that had started it all. But this time, it was not to awaken them further. This time, it was a plea for mercy, a desperate cry for forgiveness. The spirits hesitated, their unrest momentarily silenced. "You have felt the weight of our suffering," one of them spoke, their voice no longer filled with malice. "Your penance is to carry our story, to ensure that the world never forgets the pain we endured. And so, dear reader, I tell you this tale as a warning. Be cautious of the power you seek, for it may come at a price far greater than you can imagine." The voices of the dead still echo in my ears, a constant reminder of the darkness that lingers in forgotten corners. Sleep eludes me, for the spirits have become my constant companions, their presence a haunting reminder of the curse I brought upon myself. So, before you close your eyes tonight, remember that the dead never truly rest. And should you uncover an ancient spellbook, be wary of the secrets it holds. For once unleashed, the voices of the dead may forever become entwined with your own.